Welcome back to Arena. During the break, Dave and I watched Team Desert Rats put toilet paper and shaving cream all over Team UMM's cars.
Yes, but with UMM utterly destroying the Rats in our first two games, can you really blame them?
Not really. But I think they should have waited until after our next game. Remember, the match isn't over until all the game points are in.
What? You mean just because Team UMM won the first two games doesn't mean they'll win the match?
That's right, Dave. We still have the last game point, as well as the total accumulated kills point and the ceremonial bestowing of the MVP.
Well, now I'm re-excited about Capcom versus SNK2 Mark of the Millennium. Let's watch and see how they do.
We start out, we have Frostbite for UMM playing as Vega, Sagat, and Blanca.
And Strider for Team Desert Rats playing Ryu, Evil Ryu, and Ken.
There's a real mix. Well, Vega starts out right away, smacking the crap out of Ryu there.
He certainly does. Ryu's certainly jumping around and throwing a lot of energy around, but he's just not connected.
Yeah, those energy blasts are actually pretty easy to avoid if you know what you're doing. One thing that I've never gotten in these games is why they allow Vega to have that claw thing. I mean, in a professional fight, do you really think they'd let him bring a weapon into the round?
But it looks so cool.
And looking cool is everything as Vega wins round one for Team UMM.
Look at my snake!
Are you saying that now, or is that in the game?
Dude, keep your eyes on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now we got Evil Ryu coming up. And you know what? Oh, there's a two-hit combo.
It's interesting to note that Evil Ryu simply has different clothes on. You'd think that there'd be more of a, I don't know, some kind of a
like a goatee?
Something, yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Vega lost his claw there for just a moment.
Just a second. There's Ryu, throw more energy blasts, and not enough because Vega wins round two for UMM. Look at my snake!
Now I see what you're saying. Vega gets some of his health back, and now we have Ken.
Here's Ken.
I'm noticing a trend. Everyone that Team Desert Rats has chosen has wearing a gi.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a little effeminate to me for some reason. I don't know why Oh, look at there. It works for him, though, as Ken wins round three.
With a KO. Okay, now here we got Sagat. He's a big guy, and his arms and legs are wrapped in leg warmers, like from Flashdance.
Like from Flashdance, exactly. Exactly.
It's
just like Flashdance.
And there's a little flash as he puts a big can of whoop right on Ken.
Can we say can of whoop? I think you just did, actually.
Well, you can say Flashdance. I think we can say can of whoop.
My biggest problem is that the guy's drinking beer behind him there.
Yeah. All right, and round four goes to Ken.
Oh, we'll pick that up in post.
All right.
All right, now all Blanca has to do here is breathe heavily on Ken, and he's down. And which is exactly
the
Blanca
breathing.
Wins round five. Team UMM wins this game point. This was definitely one of the best Capcom versus SNK games I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot.
A lot?
Well, at least three others, and this was the most exciting.
I agree. There were a lot of moments where the game could have gone either way. It was very testosterone-filled with all the kicking and the punching.
Strider made an interesting choice of characters with both Ryu and Evil Ryu. He might have been thinking that if good doesn't succeed, well, then maybe evil will triumph.
And it almost worked until Frostbite, using Vega, who was almost out of health at the end of round two, stayed low and waited for an opening to win the round.
Team Desert Rats attempted to put up a good fight, and they never gave up. They were worthy opponents for Team UMM. At least in Capcom versus SNK2. Let's see how this point stacks up with the others on our match scoreboard. Team UMM took our first game point in Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast.
UMM also took our second game point in MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries.
In a close game, UMM also took our third game point in Capcom versus SNK2.
Team UMM also took our total accumulated kills point, 53 to 21. To figure out our MVP, we turned to Travis. So tell us, Great Pumpkin, who is today's MVP?
We take our players' cure-to-death ratios, add in any objectives they've secured, and take this information, wrap it around some candy, and give it to a superstitious man off the street. We then drop him off in a spooky house overnight with only the candy for food. When we pick him up in the morning, he's scared out of his mind and screaming the name of the MVP, Frostbite.
Well, that was my second time as MVP. It's quite a shock, actually. I didn't think I'd actually be MVP. I thought either Boogeyman or Sophisticated Boom Boom would get it, but feels good. I mean, just part of the team, and I just do my job, and I guess that's what really shines. Is, when you do your job good, then you get the recognition for it.
Congratulations to Frostbite and the rest of Team UMM. And remember, Halloween isn't just about dressing up and having fun. It's about your mom making you wear a jacket over your costume while your dad looks through your candy and takes out all the good stuff that he says might be dangerous.
Issues? If you have what it takes, visit us on our website at www.g4tv.com/arena and tell us so. For Dave Cox, I'm Travis Oates, and we'll see you next time in the arena.
Frostbite!